Hello children, Sai Ram. Today in English period we are going to study grammar. As we have revised and read two chapters in previous two periods, today we are going to revise our chapter 10 sentences. Children, just have a look on this picture and try to find out what is this picture of. What all things you can see in this picture? Can you tell me what is this picture of, with children? No? Is it so difficult to understand, identify? Yes? Okay children, here I have some group of words. Okay? Just read it aloud with me. Jumbo is name elephant, the and of. Have parents gone my Pune to? The above group of words cannot make any proper sense, isn't it? Are they making any proper sense? No. The picture which I have shown you is same like this. You could understand something. Oh, there are eyes, ears, nose and lips. But you were not able to understand that figure, that picture. The same thing is with this group of words. Although you are getting something that Jumbo is name elephant, the and of. But since this group of words is not giving us complete sense, so we are not able to understand what it is talking about. Now, just have a look on this picture. Yes, it is very much clear that this is the picture of a face. Why is it so? All the parts of the face which were there in the previous picture, the same parts there in this picture also. Then what is the difference? Why this picture is so much easy to understand? Exactly, you are right. Because in this picture, the parts of the face which are eyes, ears, nose and lips are at correct place and they are giving us proper sense. So that is why it becomes very clear for us to identify the picture. The same thing is applicable with the group of words. Now I have given you the example of Jumbo is name elephant, the and of. This is the group of words but is not giving proper sense. But whereas if now I have arranged them properly, let us see what do we get. Jumbo is the name of an elephant. The same words we have used but they are arranged properly and that is why they are giving us proper sense. So after rewriting them correctly, we got these sentences. Jumbo is the name of an elephant and my parents have gone to Pune. The same group of words we have become sentences now. So we can say a group of words that makes a complete sense is called a sentence. It begins with a capital letter. It has a verb. It ends with a full stop or sometimes with a question mark or an exclamation mark. Now further we have studied that there are two parts of a sentence. They are subject and predicate. Children, just read the sentence given below. The light is very bright. What is the sentence about? It says something about the light, isn't it? The light is very bright. It says something about the light. Therefore, the light is the subject. The light is the subject. And is very bright is a predicate. Because what does the sentence tell about the light? Is very bright. Therefore, this part of the sentence is the predicate. So we can say the part of the sentence that tells us what the sentence is talking about is called the subject, and the part of the sentence which tells us something about the subject is called as the predicate. Remember children, a predicate always includes the verb. A predicate always includes the verb. Now let's move ahead and see the kinds of sentences. How many kinds of sentences are there, children? There are 4 kinds of sentences we have studied. And they are assertive sentence, interrogative sentence, imperative sentence, and exclamatory sentence. Now, when we studied about the assertive sentence, interrogative sentence, imperative sentence, and exclamatory sentence, we understood, children, that the assertive sentences, they state something or deny something. Okay, they simply state or deny something, so they are called as declarative or assertive sentence. They always begin with the capital letter and end with a full stop. For example, he always speaks the truth. You should not waste your time. The farmers work in fields. Nikhil ran fast. Let us move ahead and see the interrogative sentence. The interrogative sentences are the sentences which ask the question. They begin with the capital letter and end with a question mark. Imperative sentence. These sentences express an order, a request, or an advice. So these type of sentences are called as imperative sentences. And last, exclamatory sentence. These sentences express strong feelings or emotions. They begin with a capital letter and end with an exclamation mark. Understood, children? Now let us solve one activity. Now identify the following sentences as assertive, interrogative, imperative, or exclamatory sentences. Soni is a class teacher. Soni is a class teacher. What is the type of this sentence, children? Is it asking a question or is it showing the strong emotions or feelings? Or it is a request? No. This is just a statement. So, it is an assertive sentence. Let's move ahead and see the second sentence. Be polite. Be polite, it's a request or advice. It's a advice. So, it is imperative type of sentence. Third sentence is, what a shame. First letter capital, at the end exclamation mark. So this is exclamatory type of sentence. Moving ahead, fourth sentence, have you seen Saroj? What is there at the end? It's a question mark. So it should be a interrogative sentence. Fifth sentence is, she always speaks the truth. She always speaks the truth. This is again a statement. So, assertive sentence. Easy? Now spot the error in the following sentences and correct them and rewrite them. Now there are some errors in the sentences, children. You have to identify the error, you have to spot the error, and then you have to correct them and rewrite the sentence correctly. Okay. The first sentence, Ruchi is a cunning girl. Just read the sentence and observe. Is there any error in the sentence? You got it? Great. What is it? Yes. There is an exclamatory sign. Whereas this is not the exclamatory sentence. So it will not end up with the exclamatory sign. So what should it be? There should be a full stop because it's an assertive sentence. Ruchi is a cunning girl, full stop. Whose watch is this? Whose watch is this? So, is there any error? Yes. Yes, there is a full stop given there. So, instead of full stop, what should be there? Since the sentence is starting with the question word, so it should end up with the question mark. Whose watch is this? Question mark. Next sentence, wow, we won the race. Wow, we won the race. And what is given there at the end of the sentence? Question mark. It should not be there. Instead of that, what should be there? Exclamatory sign. Wow, we won the race, exclamatory sign. So here, today we have revised sentences, kinds of sentences and parts of sentences. I hope children you enjoyed today's period. We understood now that a group of sentence which gives us complete sense is called as sentence. Subject and predicate are the two parts of sentence. A predicate always has a verb in it, and there are 4 kinds of sentences we have studied this year. They are assertive, interrogative, imperative and exclamatory. And we understood that a sentence should start with the capital letter, and depending upon the kind of the sentence, it should end up with the full stop, question mark or an exclamatory sign. It always begins with the capital letter and it always has a verb in it. So this is what we recall, what we studied or revised today, which we have already learned. So let's stop here. Thank you. Sai Ram.